And here in the desert, basically just warm temperatures. Greg Bennett joins us from the Lifestyle Weather Center with a look ahead. Greg?
Thought I'd go ahead and start you off with a little bit on the chillier side. Back in 1963 on this date, Big Bear Lake, 28 degrees. I don't know if you can see this, but it says cold. Yeah, definitely cold stuff out there. This was the coldest morning low ever recorded for the month of July around Big Bear Lake. I kind of wish we had these kind of temperatures, but we've been on the warmer side and a little bit on the muggier side, all thanks to a little bit of an influx in moisture. And speaking of moisture, we're continuing this hurricane season. Eric is out there, but it looks like it's going to start to weaken as it gets closer and closer to the middle parts of the Pacific. It really starts to cool down, and we're really not going to associate ourselves with this type of moisture from Eric. It's all coming out of the Gulf of California for us. Area of high pressure is kicking it up, and you can tell that it is kicking that moisture up out of the Gulf of California, getting into around the Pacific Ocean as well. Even brought in some light shower activity to the higher elevations. We're going to continue this trend as we get into tomorrow afternoon, but mainly the rainfall is going to be associated with portions of Nevada, getting into around the Arizona regions, portions of Flagstaff, maybe even into Phoenix. For us, it's just going to be a little bit of cloud cover out there, perhaps a little bit of moisture to allow for that humidity as well. So it's going to feel kind of sticky, especially around the Salton Sea, getting into the valley areas, but mainly around maybe Thermal and Coachella, and then getting closer and closer to the Salton Sea. So Nyland, getting into Salton City, that's where you're going to start to feel the stickier conditions out there. Lows tonight, not too bad, around the lower 80s in Palm Springs. Same deal in Cathedral City, Palm Desert, and getting into Thousand Palms, but 55 coming back for Idlewild. I'll take that any day. 65 around Yucca Valley. Tomorrow afternoon, the 90s return to Banning, Beaumont, and Cabazon. Lower 100s as you get into the higher elevations, in the higher desert regions, I should say. 100 comes in for Joshua Tree, 106 around Sky Valley, 108 coming in for Thousand Palms. We'll top off 110 in La Quinta, but most of us will stay around the lower 100, staying away from that 110 mark, and even for our Fair Valley, anywhere between 107 to about 109 degrees. We're going to continue this trend in the forecast, dropping it slightly as we make it on in to the end of the next business week. Reason why? A little bit of a frontal system. Potential to bring this cloud-covered rainfall, not necessarily out of the picture, but for now, we'll just keep the clouds in there. All right, that's your forecast. Angela, back to you.
All right, thanks, Greg. Today's air quality index, according to airnow.gov, reached a level of 111, which is unhealthy for sensitive groups. Tomorrow's index expected to again hit 111.